Good evening. Welcome to the meeting of the Old Kings Highway Regional Historic District Sandwich Town Committee. This evening, August 28th. My name is Peter Williams. I'm the chairman of this committee. In reviewing the applications, the committee will consider, among other things, the historical value and significance of the building, the general design, arrangement, texture, material and color of the features, and the relation of such features to the building and structures and immediate surroundings. Applications will be heard in the order that published agenda, followed by continued applications. Anyone aggrieved by a decision of this committee may, within 10 days, appeal the decision to the Regional Commission by obtaining a form from the Sandwich Planning Department. I will now take a roll call of the members. Rich Alvey.
Here.
Mike Sullivan.
Here.
Pat Hallahan.
Here.
Diane DeLeo.
Here.
Corinne Ritter.
Here.
And tonight, Rich, if you would make the motions. Mike, if you'd second them, please.
Okay.
Our first item is 24-138 roof-mounted solar panels at 118 Tupper Road. Oh, we've got a panel.
Good evening. Evening. My name is Avery.
Yeah, over there.
This is the Tesla solar shingle. A little bit heavy to pass around.
I'm sorry. Please sit there and speak into the microphone.
Good evening. My name is Avery Millward, representing Isaacson Solar and our homeowners, Jay Repper, to install 208 Tesla solar roof shingles, which is the example right here.
I'm Jay Weber. I came before this committee 3 years ago with a similar proposal and a demo shingle. Tesla was the contractor, the installer at the time, but they have subsequently canceled the project. I found another installer, Isaacson Solar, and so that's why we're back way beyond the 1-year approval.
Tell me, on the areas of the roof that get infilled, are they identical to that panel, just not active?
Exactly, yes. So they are called passive tiles. It's very similar to the material here, just not a solar tile.
Any other questions from the committee?
Well, I was just going to say, how many will be on the front exactly? Do you know?
So the entire roof will be replaced with these
Okay.
shingles or the inactive versions of them.
Okay.
So they will all be on the front, but they will be overlapping and with
Oh,
seams.
Oh, okay.
So these
All
are,
right.
these are shingles, although they're larger than.
So they will be shingled.
Yes, exactly. So not like your traditional solar panel where it's
Right.
racked and railed and mounted on top.
Okay,
These
okay,
will-
good. I just wasn't expecting to see each panel be so big.
Oh, yeah.
Now that I realize they're going to be shingled over each other, then they will in fact look like roof shingles.
Yes, exactly.
Great.
Is it fair to say, other than perhaps the mold, it'll look like the roof does now?
Well, I wish I could say emphatically yes, but it will look cleaner. These are textured to look like more natural, but it's very flat. My roof right now is in bad shape, and every time there's a windstorm, there are shingles in the yard. So it won't look old by any stretch.
No. Be a nice improvement.
I just have a question. I guess we all know that it's expensive to do this, and I wondered, you know, you were here 3 years ago. Has the price gone down at all in this technology?
Well, when I originally had Tesla, one of the reasons why they canceled the contract is they priced them too low.
Ah.
Didn't have enough roofing experience. They learned the hard way that they were losing money on it. And it took them a while to finally admit that they weren't going to do it.
Yeah,
That's why it's been 3 years.
yeah.
Isaacson's prices are competitive.
Yes,
It's not exorbitant.
exactly. It was slightly higher, but I think that also reflects the workmanship that we provide to our homeowners.
Could you give me a percentage of what it would cost to do this as opposed to just putting shingles with solars? Is there a percentage increase?
I would say give or take about 30 to 40%.
Okay,
It just really depends on your mounting, or
size of the roof.
exactly, yep.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, personally,
Any
I'm,
other
I'm
que-
delighted to see
Yeah.
he's going on an antique home. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
And I can also email example photos. We did one recently in the Provincetown on Commercial Street also. And that one came out beautifully, and I'd love to email you to show you
it'd be
more.
great.
Sure.
Yeah,
love
kind of show like a finished resulted product.
Look out for it next
Yeah,
time I'm down
absolutely.
there.
Thank you.
Yeah, that would be good to have, because I'm assuming we're probably going to get more of these.
Absolutely.
I hope so.
I have no more questions.
Any other questions from the committee?
Nope.
Any questions from the public? Comments? Yes, sir. Doesn't work.
It's working.
It is working? I beg your pardon.
It works for you.
I'll keep this real quick. I am actually Jay's neighbor. In fact, the pink house right there.
Oh, yeah.
Allison, his house is right, so we abut. And this is a project which I was here the last time you appeared before the committee, and I recall no one had ever seen this before, where you actually use shingles. So I'm very excited about the project because this could be potentially the only house with this type of shingle. And given that it's much more palatable to the eye than traditional solar panels, you can always, as you have future requests to do solar, you can always point to this and say, hey, try this. This looks great. You can't even tell that it's solar.
Sir, may I get your name?
We're Stuart Thomas, and my wife and I are both highly supportive of the
I'm sorry, and your name again
It's
is?
Stuart, S-T-U-A-R-T, Thomas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other comments, questions? I have a motion. Rich.
Make a motion to approve 24-138 as presented. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's great.
Next item, 24-139, Michael McAndrew. Installation of 5-foot wood fence on Boulder Brook Road. Good evening.
Hi, Mike McAndrew. We're just installing about 90 feet total of a white wood fence. You can kind of see there the border where it goes in red.
So is it going to like disappear into
Yes.
woods?
Yeah, it's gonna kind of go behind the woods.
Yeah, I see.
Overgrowth.
Yeah, nice looking fence.
Yeah,
It is nice. Yeah.
All set.
Any other questions? Questions or comments from the public? I have a motion, Rich.
Make a motion to approve 24-139 as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, 24-140D, Buckland Family Living Trust. Demo an existing cottage at 90 Town Neck Road.
Sorry, Ralph, would you scroll to the first? I think I remember, it was 1950? 52, thank you.
So, good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Jean Bowden, and this is Lisa Buckland, the owner, and we're here with a certificate of demolition, then, of course, the certificate of appropriateness for the house. So, at 90 Town Neck Road. So she's going to, the house was built in 1952. It doesn't have a regular foundation, it's block, and she wants to put another house there in its place for her. She's going to live there year-round.
Good.
It's a little like sort of bungalow cottage.
Questions from the committee?
I have none.
Questions or comments from the public? Have a motion, Rich.
I'll make a motion to approve 24-140D as presented.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So now we're here for the certificate of appropriateness for a 3-level Gambrel-style house with 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, a 1-car garage, and a nice covered porch in the front, and decking. So we gave you the plan of the new house and the site plan, and it's going to sit pretty much right on the same footprint. It's larger.
The square footage of this?
Let's see now, I should,
Pardon me?
wait a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Glasses on.
Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah, I think I definitely have it here. Hopefully I didn't. All right, so it's, let me see on here. Do you see the floor plan?
No, I didn't.
Do you have a copy of the little floor plan?
No,
Let's see, do we know how, what this?
Well, what's on the first floor? What's the, oh, there it is, first floor. Yeah.
I should have put the square foot on.
Just approximately is fine. We don't have to know the
No.
24 feet wide.
square footage.
All right, so let's,
You get the 3 stories.
okay, here it is. I feel like an idiot. The problem is they're so small, the plans.
I know,
Yeah, yeah.
I know. And you can't
Would you
allow-
say it's about 24 feet wide and
Yeah.
36 feet deep?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
3 stories of living space?
yeah.
Yeah.
It is, it's 20 by, yes, if you look at the site plan. Sorry about
Mhm.
that.
That's all right. It's very nice.
It is a
It is,
beautiful
yeah.
house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is.
So the main living area is on the second floor.
The main living.
The main living area is on the second floor, yeah. Very nice.
And the
Any
one thing
comments
we
or
are
questions from
changing
the
is the
committee?
decking
no
is going to
questions.
be gray instead of the mahogany. It's going to be the AZAC gray decking.
Yeah.
I said we would mention that.
But the garage doors were the mahogany, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's nice, very nice.
That's going to look
It's
nice
very
on that
nice.
street.
Yeah. I'm pleased to see it's going to be a year-round home too.
Comments from the public? Questions? I'll take a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve as amended, gray decking instead of the mahogany on 24-141RB.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Thank you.
exciting.
Beautiful.
Next item, 24-142, Hyditch Family Trust, install a pool and construct a pool house at 2 Lost Meadows Road.
Hello, my name is Marty Hitch.
Hey.
So yeah, I live in Carlton Shores. I own the lot. We built a house a few years ago, the one that had the tennis courts, if you know the neighborhood. So tennis courts, I want to demolish those and put in a pool in this pool house.
Looks nice.
Yeah, very nice.
I like the style of pool house.
Thank you.
Questions from the committee?
I have none.
Questions or comments from the public? We'll have a
I'll
motion.
Make a motion to approve 24-142 as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Welcome. 24-143, Simon Body, roof-mounted solar panels at 14 Captain Kidd Road. Is anyone here to represent item number 24-143?
Perhaps we can come back to that.
And,
It might come later.
We'll call that again at the end. Next item, 24-144, Scott and Kathleen Davidson, new vinyl siding at 3 Tyler Road.
Hi, I gave a sample of the siding to the planning board. They said they were going to submit it to you. The book.
Pull
and
the
the-
microphone down and speak into it.
Oh, I'm sorry. We had a sample of the
Could you
siding.
please begin with your names?
Oh, I'm sorry. Kathleen Davidson.
Scott Davidson.
Hello.
Hi. So we had a sample of the siding. We gave it to the planning board. They said they were going to submit it to you. So we just want to put charcoal gray vinyl siding on the front of the house. The other 3 sides are cedar.
Cedar shingles.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
basically it.
Questions? Questions from the public? Comments? We'll have a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve 24-144 as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 24-145, demo existing garage, Bruce Gilpin, 206 Route 6A.
Hi, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
My name is Leif Hamquist. I'm the architect representing Mr. McGillipin. And what we're going to talk about first is the demolition of the existing garage. This garage was built in the 60s, had a little bit of modification, and to achieve sort of the overall project, which we'll talk about next, should be demolished. It's also about 2 feet, 3 feet on the other property, so
Oh,
I think it's an
It's a
improvement
problem.
for it. Hopefully the abutters have no problem with that. You never know. But, so yeah, that's the request for this.
None of this is visible from the road.
This is about 300 feet
yeah.
from the
Yeah,
road.
you can barely
I mean,
see the.
You can, I mean, if you
barely
drive
see the
by,
roof.
you know,
Yeah, yeah.
it's very, very minimally visible.
Yeah.
Any other questions from the committee? Questions from the public? Comments? We'll have a
I'll
motion.
make a motion to approve 24-145D as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Next item, rebuild.
So the rebuild is a misnomer on that. What we're doing is, so existing is well, obviously the demoed garage, which are going to rebuild a garage studio in its place. The existing main house was built in the 1960s. Rumor has it, it is the first modern house built in Sandwich. I can't verify that, but you know, I like the rumor.
Rumor has it we can't see it anyway.
You can't even see it anyway, so it might not even exist, exactly. So what we're gonna do is we're stripping the exterior, stripping the roof. We're gonna do all new siding, new windows. We're gonna do a deck. In terms of what is on that north side,
Yeah.
we're gonna do a new deck in replacement of this patio area. And then there's also the studio garage, which will be rebuilt to match, but also be a little bit more of the building. As you can see here,
So
here's
this is the new,
Yes. there's no-
correct. This
yes.
is
On the same
the-
footprint.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the main house.
yeah.
Really, we're just doing refenestration,
Yep.
residing.
Well,
Um,
the people in Rock Hill will be very pleased that you're not putting up a 3-story mansion there.
So, yeah, the owner, he really wanted to preserve the mid-century modern
Yeah, it's-
feel of the house. He wanted to update it, he wanted to make it, of the time, so restraint was definitely part of the whole project.
Nice.
I think you've done that well with this design.
Great, thank you.
Yeah,
And, yeah, I try to put existing and proposed, so you can easily see what is changing.
Yeah. And what's really nice, I think, about that design is the way it just sits in
that's
the
right.
land.
Yeah.
The-
Topography,
It,
it fits
it
right
just
in.
followed the natural topography. It's-
I try not to
Yeah.
muck up something that's already
Sure,
Yeah,
good.
sure.
yeah, I'm not, I'm not into modern, but this is a great design, and it fits right in with the, at least I think, the landscape.
And more so with the studio, because that is the new, so I tried to go with a contour and try to
Yeah, the
Lovely.
studio was nice too.
try to sit in the land.
Is the overall square footage increasing with the studio versus the demo?
It is, but not substantially. It's about, I guess it's doubling in size, but most of it is in that garage area. So, but even with the expansion, it's still over 300 feet from the road. Very minimal
Is the
visible.
studio going to be something that's rented, or is it something?
No. So that's actually going to be used by the owner. The main house may be rented as see fit, but he really sees himself more. He lives in Chicago, but he really sees himself here more and more.
The
as he gets
studio and the main house. will be
And
rented.
the studio basically, he actually, as a background, the owner, he was one of the larger, he had a art like relocation and an installation company in Chicago, and he basically installed some of like the biggest pieces of art in the entire city, and so he wants to get back into art. It's going to be sort of
Yeah.
used for that.
Lovely. Yeah. So will the studio, the north face, that's facing the water? Is there a view of the water from there
In the winter.
in the winter? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Anyway,
Any other questions for committee?
it's lovely.
Questions or comments from the public? Have a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve 24-146RB as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you guys. I appreciate your time.
Yeah,
Great
thank you.
Nice work.
Next item, 24-147, Mark and Susan Pomeran, roof-mounted solar panels at 2 Solomon Pond Road.
Hello.
Hi, Tristan Souza, Venture Solar, and this is Mark Pomeran.
Hi, Mark Pomeran and my wife Susan.
So we're proposing a 35 total panel installed, 20 of which will be front-facing. The additional 15 will be rear-facing, not seen from the public view. We're hoping with the significant tree coverage in the entire area, it'll break up mostly, if not all, of the view from the public way as well as the neighbors. The panels located on the front will be the 3 center roofs. The array will be as symmetrical as possible, so we're hoping that also plays for aesthetics.
I guess it's hard for me to tell from the diagram. Where are the panels going in the front? Right here. Where are they going to be?
So the panels will be mainly on that front roof where the chimney is, and
So,
then
above the front door, that
yes,
section,
correct.
yes, yes.
And then there will be 4 panels on each roof to either side of that.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, okay, we see them now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Any other questions for the committee? Questions or comments from the public? Motion, Rich.
I'll make a motion to approve 24-147 as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Next item, 24-148, Dana Dolbeny, install a vinyl fence at 46 Wood Avenue. Good evening.
How are you?
Hello.
So, I was here a couple of weeks ago, and I got approved for a cedar fence, and I wanted to have the option to have a white vinyl fence, just in case. Very similar to what's in the neighborhood. It's a 6-foot privacy fence that goes on the left side of the property and the back. The left side would be, the fence would go down and stop, and there would be 2 8-foot sections of split rail with white vinyl. So it's similar to, it's exactly duplicating what's on the right side. I just want the option to have that, just in case.
Yeah.
There's new construction on the left-hand side, and hadn't sold the house yet, and maybe we can split the cost of the fence, and so I'm gonna give them the option.
Okay.
Any questions?
No. Good.
With this approval, do you have 2 approvals?
Correct.
So you can do either one?
Correct.
Okay.
We're leaning toward the cedar, because that's what I want, but my son's living there, so I'm gonna give him the option. It's most likely gonna be the cedar, though, because that's what's on the other side.
Motion?
Oh, just one more question, please. So, whatever the final decision will be, will you make it the same, both sides? So if you would...
No. Well, it would be, that's not my fence, that's my neighbor's fence on the right.
Oh,
So we're gonna try to match that, which
Yeah.
is the cedar fence.
okay.
But I just want to have the option, in case my neighbor next door says, I'll split the fence with you, it's gotta be white. So I'm just, it's unlikely that's gonna happen, we're probably gonna go with the cedar. I'm giving myself an option, that's all.
But the shape will match.
Any questions or comments from the public?
I'll make a motion to approve 24-148 as presented.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
Good night.
What was the one we were going to read?
143.
143.
24-143.
24-143, Simon Body. Anyone here to speak for that?
Can we continue?
We got this one, too.
I'll make a motion to continue that one. I'll make a motion to continue 24-143.
Do we have to do that? We do? To me, okay, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Does that create a problem with the 30 days if we continue this?
45 days.
Thank you. Continued certificate of appropriateness, 24-128, Patrick Cox.
Good evening.
Hello.
I'm Katie with Freedom Forever Solar. So what we're looking to do is to install, so what our plans are, it might be a little bit different than our original application because we have revised plans from when we first submitted. And I provided these plans, I think, last week to the committee. So we're looking to install 32 panels. It would be black on black. The system size would be 12.480 kilowatts. All panels are now facing the back of the house, so they're not visible from the road. And then it would be 690 square feet total array size. So have any questions, I'm happy to answer.
I have none. I'm good with this application.
Questions or comments?
No.
Questions or comments from the public?
I'll make a motion to approve 24-128 as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Next item, committee discussion, review of draft procedures when an applicant wants to demolish a historic structure. You have a copy of a memo from the Sandwich Building Department.
If I could briefly state.
Briefly.
Briefly. I have my long statement. I can make my long one. This may not shock anybody who's followed this for the last 2 years. I do not agree with the memorandum from the building department. It raises various issues as to how you interpret the statute. I don't have any problem with our draft procedure. I've had a problem with the way the building department interprets it. And what I'd like to do, because as some of you may remember, we have a subcommittee with the Sandwich Historical Commission working on this, and I would like to present this with my comments to them and see what they think, and then come back to you with, if they have comments, that's fine, and then I'll come back with my comments, or joint comments, I don't know. They don't meet during the summer, so I couldn't do this before this meeting. The next meeting is September 11th, and so I would ask that we put this matter in its entirety over to our meeting of September 23rd.
I'll make a motion,
Does anybody care?
I think it's a good plan.
You all right?
make a motion to approve this to September 23rd.
I'll second my own thingamabob.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you.
September 23rd, did you say?
Yep.
Approval of the draft minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the draft minutes of August 12th, 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any other matters for discussion?
Nope.
Not my knowledge.
I'll make a motion to adjourn at 7 o'clock.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you.
Thank you.